Hello and welcome to the Kitchen Knitter in her sewing room. My name is Suzanne, the Kitchen Knitter, and this is my little space on YouTube where I show you what I've been sewing. Not much sewing has been done recently because it's just been too darned hot, really hot, and sticky fingers and things aren't really conducive to sewing. However, I'll show you what now it's cooled down a bit. I have done a little bit more. But up here we've had it nearly at sort of 27, 28 degrees, and it's just muggy. It's horrible. You get out of the shower and you feel you could just get straight back in again. Anyway, that's the weather forecast. So I'll show you what I've been sewing, and what I've actually finished is, I keep forgetting I've got this creaky chair, which sounds even worse on on the video. I'll get my husband to WD-40 it or whatever it's called. So this is Bramble Bear, and he is, I've not brought the pattern out. That was a daft thing to do. It's a pattern by Cool Crafting, and he is one of Luna Lapin's bigger friends. I've made Flora. I think I've shown her on the podcast before, but this is Bramble, and he is going to be the poster boy for a little event that we're doing at work in August called it's a teddy bear's picnic at the beach, and he is now in his, and I saw this pattern is also a Cool Crafting pattern, and it's Flora's painting overalls, artist overalls, and I thought, well, I think if I did it in a stripy material, we could get away with it looking like an old bathing costume, an old 1920s bathing costume. So you roll the, I've not done that very well, but you roll the legs up, and it's tied just at the top there, just with a tie, and it's a bit roomy, and that's his bathing coat. This is just a cotton I had in stash. So his ears are a bit on the wonk, and this was really awful material to try and sew. It slipped and slid about the place. It's a sort of, I would describe it as a boucle, and it's got it's quite thick. So when you're sort of sewing along here, you've got the ears and you've got a couple of seams. You've really got to force it through the machine. I don't have an all singing, all dancing sewing machine. I just have a basic. It's not the basic. I think it's the next one up. It's a Janome. This one here, 7025. So it does what I need it to do. And but this was a bit tricky. So his ears are on the wall, but actually so is his nose. That's cruel, wasn't it? See, yeah, now he's even more on the wonk now, isn't he? There we go. I think that adds to his charm, really. Wonky ears. Wonky, and you fasten it with the button, which is a really easy way to sew the arms on. I think the first Lunar I did, I thought, I don't want to sew the buttons, I'm just going to have a dress on. But it is so easy, because otherwise you've got to sew around the top, and it's not, well, in my case, it's not very easy to disguise the stitches. So the button, excellent idea. And I've done that from now on. So this is Bramble Bear, poster boy. So he's beach ready. And the other thing I haven't made yet, but I want to make for this little event, and it won't take me long, is I'm going to make, we've got a big teddy bear in the civic hall. He used to sit in the what do you call them, mobility scooters that we used to rent out, hire out. We don't anymore. So he's retired, and he sits on the cupboard at the back of me in reception. So he always comes to the teddy bear's picnic, and I'm going to make him a bucket hat out of this material. It's a sort of, it's quite stiff. I think you call it a duck cotton, but it's a Lewis and Irene fabric, and I thought I'll make him a bucket hat like I've made all the others. It's a pattern by 10 Berries, and it goes from very small up to adult. I'll make him an adult one because he's got a big head. He's quite a big teddy bear actually. He's very cute. We got him in a charity shop, and the number of people who've said, "Oh, if you ever want to give him away, you know, we'll have him." And he's going nowhere. So that's a bucket hat for Ted, which I'll make. It's not until August I think it's the first weekend in August. So I think I've got a bit of time yet, and it doesn't take me long. It's quite an easy pattern. So the other thing I've made is a dress, and it's a bit of a disaster, this dress. I made yet another Ellis. Oh, we're getting a bit of thunder now. It's suddenly gone quite dark. I've got washing out. Never mind. And I've made another Ellis dress. It's got the sort of the longer body and no sleeves, and I just bind the sleeves. I don't line it. And this is a Japanese cotton from Merchant and Mills. It's really nice. It's got a sort of a slub to it. It's cotton, but it does look like linen, if you know what I mean. So, and I decided to pleat rather than gather the bits there. So I've got it. It's gone a bit wonky there. I had a couple of goes at it, and it just kept slipping. But the disaster was, and I'm not even sure I'm going to wear it now, and that's why it's looking a bit funny, is when I was doing the inside on the overlock of the hem, I caught the fabric here in the overlocker, and so of course when I unpicked it, because it had a big ugly seam there, I cut the fabric. So I've gone back and I've sewn the fabric there, but it's not looking good. It's not good. Your eye goes straight to it. I thought perhaps ironing it and hanging it up, this all might settle a bit, but it's not. It's just awful. And the only thing I can do, and it's not that long. I've run out of blue bias binding, and I've ordered some more, and because it's not very long. I ordered. I thought I'd ordered 2.5 meters, but I only ordered 2. And it's not quite long enough. You can get the dress out of it, but it's not as long as I'd like it. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. The other thing I could do is buy some more material and make another front, but then it's unpicking, and I don't know. I'm having a think. Or I knit myself a cardigan, a blue cardigan maybe, and just wear it buttoned across the front. I don't normally like to do that, but I don't know. I've just put it on a hanger. I ironed it, put it on a hanger, and forgotten about it. It's not even. I don't think it's long enough to make a skirt. So that's been a bit of a disaster, that. But I'll have a think as to what I want to do with it. I think I'm going to have to redo my mend, because these pleats are not hanging properly. It's kind of puckered it up here, and it's on the wonk there. Your eye just goes straight to it. It is a mess. So that's, well, I won't bin it. I'll do something with it. I'll see what I can fudge, but because I like the material, it feels really nice. It's not. There's a bit of weight to it, even though it is cotton. I can't remember what it's called now. It wasn't very expensive. It wasn't as expensive as the linens, I think. I mean, it was enough. I think it was £14 a metre. It's not the set. I've got it all bundled up. It's not the same. It's not quite the same as if a linen dress was ruined, but I've always had a horror of doing that, and this is the first time I've ever done it. And I've had my overlocker now for about 5 years, and no. Yes, it was a lockdown. It was the first lockdown present to myself. So yeah. we'll see what we can do with that. We'll see. It got really dark. It's about what time is it? Oh, I haven't got a clock in here. It's about 3:30. No, it must be nearer to 4 o'clock because my husband has a Teams meeting and I can hear him. I've shut the window. I could hear him because he's got the conservatory door open and he's in there laughing. So anyway, right. So I've shown you the teddy and the material for a hat. The other thing I've been sewing is I've had a little bit more to do on my embroidery. Again, I'm very self-critical about my embroidery. Having said that, it's this one. I keep putting it down and picking it up, putting it down, and it's this one, Midsummer Blooms from Stitchery. And to show you today, I've ironed it, and I'm actually, I looked at it without my glasses on, and I'm thinking, it's actually not too bad. This is my first, I'm very new to embroidery. This is my first attempt. So I've started to put the flowers on. I've done all the wreath around. I think I've filled in all the wreath. I'll have a look. I could perhaps embellish it a little bit more. But I've done the wonky basket and I've now got to start doing the flowers. And one of the flowers, I don't think I'm giving too much away when I say make the flowers in a star shape with 5 petals. And on the little diagram it says seed stitch star shapes, 2 strands of pink, da-da-da-da. Now I have looked to see what a seed stitch star shape is, and the little dots I've done so far are seed stitches, so I need to put petals on them. So I've got a couple of embroidery books out of the library, but I still don't think I'm there. Anyway, I'm building on it. I have started another embroidery. It's a Christmas one, and I've only done the tree, but I need to go back over. I think I need to go back over it because it's just stem stitch. But it's that one. So that's I'm feeling a little bit more optimistic about that, or a bit more confident, maybe is the word, confident about that one. I mean, I'm just going to put this on a cushion front, I think. You can see I keep it in the hoop too long, don't I? So I pressed it, and I mean, it's lovely. It's all gorgeous colours, beautiful greens, and it's lovely. But I do think my embroidery is a tad ham-fisted. But I can only practice, can't I? And I mean, the threads are gorgeous. You know, I think I've shown you this before, and I, you know, the embroidery sets from Nikki at the Stitchery need no introduction from me. But those are the colours, beautiful colours. What's done there? Beautiful. So, and it all comes beautifully. I've got a needle minder there from Chapel View Crafts. Little cakes. So that's the embroidery. And I've got quite a few kits because they are beautiful, and I've had them for a while and just been sort of stroking them, really, looking at them and stroking them. So this is the Midsummer Blooms. I'm showing you the stitching guide. So there we go. It is very, very lovely. And it's gorgeous antique linen that you're sewing it on. It's beautiful. The other thing I've been doing is I'll give you an update on my cross stitch. So the first one is, I've got 2 projects in one bag, which is not a good idea. I'm going to have to make myself another project bag. Let's see if I can find the threads. Here we go. So I've shown you this before. I am doing Elizabeth's, what is it? Elizabeth's 4 Dogs. It's lovely. And it's a chart from a pattern from the Scarlet House. It's lovely. And this is my attempt. Right way up. There. So I'm kind of in the middle working out. I'm very new to this cross stitch on linen, and I'm working on this side. So I've just started doing the dogs. I've done the tree, I've done the 2 dogs, and I've done the little bit there, and I've done a heart here. And then I decided to go onto this side and do this. I mean, I don't know if there's a right way and a wrong way of starting cross stitch. I found the centre, but then I thought, well, I'd like to work on this little bit and that little bit. So this is what I've done so far. That's the thread from the dog. I've had 4 attempts at doing that dog, and because I've had 2 projects in one project bag, I was using the wrong thread. I should have been using Blackbird, and I was using mascara, and you could definitely tell. And I've also done the dogs in 2 different browns. I'm not sure I'm going to unpick that, because in a certain light you can't tell. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of, I'm looking at it and this is my first attempt. So it's, I'm using all the called for colours, and it's the called for linen is 40 count Sleeping Bear by Needle and Flax. Well, I've got 36 count Sleeping Bear, which is a gorgeous, it's got a sort of a beigey, caramelly colour really. It's hard to tell because I'm near the window, so it's going to perhaps bleach out a bit, but it is a lovely colour, caramelly colour. So that's that one. And did I show you the threads? No. So I've got them on. I don't have all the, I've yet to find out how to do it to get all the little drops and things. So I have them on the ring, and these are, I'll do what Sian does. There we are. Those are the colours. Absolutely beautiful colours. And it's they're all classic Colourworks. Used brick, hazelnut, which is what I should have done the dogs in, but I used the other one, wagon wheel on one of the dogs, which is a sort of it's a lighter brown, but they're all classic Colourwork colours, threads. Lovely. So I'm chipping away at that one. Oh gosh, it's gone a bit muggy because I've shut the window. Oof. And I'm a warm person to begin with, so it doesn't suit me this. Right, so that's the other one, and then I'm doing, I started this one. I'm not really sure why I chose it. Because it's not, I mean, at the moment I'm the others are all pretty colours, and this one is 3 colours. And maybe I thought it would be simpler, more manageable, shall we say, if oh, my black coffee's gone missing. Hang on. I don't know where I put that. It's gone missing. See, that's the trouble. I've got, oh, never mind. So I'm using, it's black coffee. It's only 3 colours. Black coffee, which is a classic Colourworks, and then Harvest Moon, which is the Gentle Art, and Pelican Grey, which is a Weeks Dye Works, and I'm using 32 count Saltbush. And those are 2 of the colours. I don't know where my black coffee is. And this is how much I've done, because I started again with this. So that's what I've done. And that's the house, and that's a tree trunk, and that's, so I've done most of the house, and I've got a bit of this up here. When I started to do here the owl and the moon, but I don't know what to try. I think because it only had the 3 colours, I thought it'd be more manageable, but actually it's a bit dark. It's not quite. Anyway, the call for linen was Tin Roof, and this is Saltbush, which was near enough to the, I've got Tin Roof, Weeks Dye Works Tin Roof colour, and this was kind of near as damn it. So I've just come down. I've got the top of the roof to do, the chimney. I've got quite a bit to do really. And this is a pattern by Winds of Autumn, Blackbird Designs. Where is it? And there it is there on the front there. That's pretty as well. I'd like to do that. I wish I'd chosen to do that one. I think that's prettier. It's lovely. And a useful little bag. Anyway, I've done that. So that's that one. In my sunflower bag from Little Workroom Crafts. I mean, it's roomy enough for more than one project, but they're all getting a little mixed up. And then in this one, no, I made this one myself. This is just a very pretty sort of vintage looking fabric from, I think it's Rose and Hubble, and I sort of did a bit of a contrast there. I have tried to do those bags that have the vinyl. I've got one cut out with Acufactum. It's beautiful. It's got the ducks. It's the dark blue with the ducks, and it's beautiful fabric. But my sewing machine, that vinyl just slips all over the place. You've got to put something underneath, a bit like sewing with silk. I think you've got to put tissue paper underneath, which is a bit of a faff. And so I for the moment, I'm just contenting myself with these sort of basic project bags. And in here, I've not done very much. I am knitting, sewing this, and it's Fox and Rabbit and Harper pin drum. So that's it flattened out, and that's it. And you also get a little chart for these as well. I think one of them is included in there. I don't know. Anyway, you've got those little like pin cushions. I don't call them pin cushions, do they? Pin keeps. And it's that. So, and I bought 2 of these. So I gave one away. And so Natalie, who won it, Sewing Room Secrets, and I are doing a sew along. We're doing it, and Natalie has no worries about me, being ahead of anything. So this is as much as I've done. Again, I've had a couple of false starts on it and had to start again because it's the counting. I'm not doing that very well, and things are supposed to finish closer than I was getting. I want it to be right. I'm not a perfectionist, but I do want it to be right, and I do it to the best of my ability. So that's how much I've done on the pin drum, which is not much at all. But they're very, very pretty colours, and I'm not using the call for. Am I using the call for? Yes, I am. Desert Taipan, 36 count Desert Taipan. And all the called for threads, which are a mixture of Weeks Dye Works and DMCs. So the DMCs are sort of the browns, and then there's the white, and then these are all Weeks Dye Works. No, I'm not. No, I'm telling lies. I'm not using 36 count Desert Taipan because I've only got 40 count, and I'm not very good with 40 count. I am using, I've got it on here, Shreki's Tan, which is Needle Bling Designs. It was as near as damn it to Desert Taipan. I've got 46 count, but I've got that for another project. I got that from a chart from the Stitchery sisters. So this is Shreki's Tan, 36 count Shreki's Tan, and it's all on there. And I'm hoping I've got enough material to do it. Got the chart in there, and I do use a hoop, and then I've got my little Beach Hut needle minder from Chapel View Crafts. So that's in there. Gorgeous thread. This, I don't know if you saw them properly. I didn't wrap them round, did I? Here we are. I got distracted by saying I'd got the wrong. Gosh, my hair's in there as well, and this has come loose a little bit. I can tell I'm a very amateurish anything. There we are. There's the gorgeous colours. So pretty, beautiful. That gorgeous pink, that's Sanguine. Sanguine, that's a popular one, isn't it? There's another one in here that's gorgeous. Schneckly, that's a popular one. Collards, that's the one. That green. It's collards. It's gorgeous, beautiful green. I think it's I've got a longer thread on it. So that's the pin drum. It's fallen off my lap and everything's fallen out. So that's my cross stitch, and then I'm about to have forgotten something. I've had a couple of purchases. When I mean, I don't need any more charts. I've been, but oh, it's proper raining now. Oh, I wanted to do this one, but it's been sold out on Peakside Needleworks, and it's this one, Miss Bingley's Library, and it's gorgeous. It's by Plum Street Samplers, and I favorited it so that I could just keep going back to that. And my husband brought the washing in. No, excuse me. So I bought that, and I bought all the call for threads. I haven't put them on and they're a mixture of Weeks Dye Works and Classic Colour Works. And I suppose he could have brought the washing in. He's in a meeting, isn't he? Well, I could hold this and bring it in, but they're wet now anyway. So these are the colours: Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Arts. Gorgeous. And the call for linen was one that I haven't got and I hadn't heard of, and it's called Liberty Gathering Grey. So it's the picture there. It looks as if it's quite pale, and the palest one I've got is 36 count paper bark, which is that one. I mean, it's coming up a lot. You can hear the rain now, can't you? And it's coming up a lot lighter. I just hope that's, I mean, with the colours against it. I'm not very good at that. So correct me if I'm wrong, or make another suggestion. I've got quite a few linens. I've been sort of stocking up. It's thunder the other day. They're all the threads. And I'm not going to start that just yet. I really want to though, because I think it's lovely. But I shall get something finished first, I think. But I've got it kitted up, as they say, and I'll make another project bag. So I've just bunged them all in the bag. There. So that was that. And the other thing I only got this morning, was I was looking at an Instagram account. I think she's called Deb Tink Hickman. She's beautiful account, Instagram account, and she does the most beautiful work. And she had received in the post from What Florence Did Next embroidery kit, but it's summer bunting, and you get, I ordered the whole thing. You could order just the fabric, or you could, you know, you didn't have to buy the backing. So I ordered all of it, and it comes. You get the fabrics, which are Liberty, sort of all the summery prints. And that one. Oh my, pouring now. And oh, I do like that one. I made a dress out of that, but I didn't like it on me. But the fabric is gorgeous. And so that's and then you get the white linen backing, which is lovely, and it comes in this lovely case. It's all wrapped in tissue paper, and then you get that wrapped around it, and the fabric. And this is sort of, I don't think I'm giving anything away by showing you that. That's the sort of idea. And you get I'm not sure what that's, a little bit of interfacing, I'm not sure what that's for. I've not read all the instructions. And then you get these tiny little hexagons. So, and then there's the instructions. And this is a kit from What Florence Did Next. And this is the first time I bought anything from her. I see her on Instagram, and it's lovely, lovely, lovely things. But I thought I'll have a go at that, because I can put the bunting up in my little. I've got an upright cold frame. It's very lovely, and I can put the bunting up in that. So that's it really. Oh, it's all splashing off the windows. Oh, goodness me. I'm going on Thursday to the stitchery for a week. I'm going, it's a retreat. It's Christmas in July, and there's going to be cross stitch and embroidery. There are all these workshops, and just lots of stitchy things. And I went in for the week because I've never done this before, and I don't live, it's in Northampton. I'm in Cheshire. It's about a half an hour away from where my elder daughter lives, but I thought, no, I'm going to stay in the pub, which is not far from the stitchery, and just go for the week and enjoy it, and just see what happens. And yeah, and then when I'll have a sort of an idea of how these things work. I have no idea, and maybe, you know, next time I'll just choose a couple of workshops or something like that, or I'll go for the week again. I'm looking forward to it. I was a little bit terrified and excited in equal measure, but now I'm just looking forward to it. I'm just going to not have any what's the word? I'm going to see, just take it as it comes, and thoroughly enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to seeing some other stitchers there who I know are going, and I'm just really looking forward to it. So, and then my husband's going to come down and pick me up at Rugby Station, because I've got to go from here to Stoke-on-Trent, Rugby, Northampton. And then I'm just going to get a taxi from Northampton Station. I think that might be the easiest thing. And then we're going to go to my daughter's, to Sophie's, for the Thursday night and the Friday night, and we'll come home Saturday, because they're going on holiday on the Monday. So yeah, that's really nice. It's a long time for me to be away from home. I don't usually like going away for any time, you know, like just for a long weekend. So this is and my husband will be home alone. And he's worried. He thinks I'm worried about the fact that what the house is going to be like when I come home. And it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I mean, he doesn't plump up the cushions. He doesn't he doesn't fold towels, you know, and this sort of thing. But he's other than that, he's tidy. He's tidy. Yeah. He does like to open windows. He does make the bed and things like that. So yeah, he's fine. He's going to sort himself out. That's why I'm going on the train. He can have the car. We just have one car now, and he can have the car, and he can go out and get himself some meals for one. So anyway, yeah, he might go down to Sophie's a couple of days earlier. He might not. I don't know, because of course it's school holidays now. Yeah, of course there's the allotment too. We've taken on an allotment, and even though it wasn't in a state, it had been neglected. It had been left for a few months, so we're weeding all the. It's tiny. When I requested, I've been on the waiting list for 3 years. I said I wanted the smallest plot. I do not want a big plot. My husband had a big plot a few years ago in Hanforth, not here in Poynton, and he would get, it was so long, and he would get so far up, and then he wouldn't be able to go for perhaps till the next weekend, and he'd be starting all again down at this end of the allotment. He never got past the shed. So I said, it's dinky. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 beds, and 2 of them are flat on the ground. So my husband's going to build the beds up. But up to now, we've weeded all the beds, and we've put down manure, and he's put down soil and manure. So we've put membrane over, and we've discovered toads and mice. But there's loads of butterflies. There's loads of bees. It's a lovely allotment. And as I said on my Kitchen Knitter podcast, to get to the allotment, you have to pass Tangled Yarn. Tangled Yarn is next door to the driveway into the allotment. My husband has concerns. And I said, well, you know, they're not going to want me to go in there in my scruffy old dungarees, having, you know, gotten hot and bothered doing some gardening. A lot of the comments would, well, go in before. They may not. I go there first. I've been going there first thing in the morning, actually, just to get it out the way, then come home and shower, and then, because there's other things I want to do. There's no way I want to spend all day up there, and I can't. I haven't got the stamina. But I thought, well, I could. You know, one of the comments I said, you know, I could just stand in the door and point on the way home, because they don't open till 12 o'clock on some days. I think it's Monday they open, because I'd be there on a Friday and a Monday, and I don't think they open till 12 on a Monday. Yeah, so he has concerns. But anyway. So I think that's it. So I've waffled away. Oh goodness, 38 minutes. I thought it would be a very short one. 38 minutes. I have no other plans really. I've no plans to sew any more dresses. I think I'll probably make some in the autumn. But I'm going to carry on with my cross stitch and my embroidery, because I love seeing the picture emerging. Even with the little bit I've done, you can see something emerging, and it's lovely, and it's a lovely thing to do. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting, and thank you for subscribing.